Forex Asian session liquidity strategy using the smart money concept. Yo, what's up guys, your boy Godwin here with another valuable video for you. In this video, I'm going to show you a simple Forex trading strategy, how you can use the Asian liquidity to be able to make a lot of money in the market, and how you shouldn't lose any trade again after watching this particular video. So guys, ensure you smash the like button and subscribe to the channel in case you are new to me. And by the way, in case you want to know the indicator which I'm actually using to identify this Asian session, this particular indicator, just ensure that you smash the like button and leave me with a comment. Once you get about 50 comments and 100 likes, I'm going to reveal this indicator to you in the comment section. I'm going to put a direct link so that you'll be able to do that. Alright guys, so you don't want to miss out from this video, so ensure that you sit tight, remove every form of distraction and pay close attention. Your trading journey is about to shift. Alright, without further ado, let's dive right in. Alright, so guys, what I want to do first is I want to show you a few things. So we're going to assume that this is price. You see, price is higher, high, high, low, high, high. We're going to assume that this is the New York session and price traded into Asian session, and you see something like this happens. Now we're going to mark out our Asian session. We're going to say, okay, this is our Asian range. Okay, let's bring it down. These are Asian range. Now that we've identified our Asian session, what do we do next on the next day? Now the question is, should you be trading the Asian session? The answer is no. It is not recommended by me, neither is it recommended by professional forex traders. And the reason is very simple. One of the reasons is that during the Asian session, the banks uses it to manipulate markets a lot. So that's why you need to learn this. This is why you need to learn this, so that you will be able to to stay away from the market whenever the banks are using it to manipulate the market. All right, so we're going to do this just by way of explanation, because this is how it happens most of the time. Okay, so now let's assume that you just open your chart and you see this on a fateful day. Let's assume that price have actually opened up into the London session. All right, there's what's called the pre-London session open, and I know most of you don't know what that is all about. Pre-London session open most of the time is basically for for manipulations. The banks uses it to manipulate the market a lot. So for you not to be manipulated, you need to go ahead and pay attention to every detail which I'll be sharing with you now. You get it? All right, so what you want to do now is we want to go ahead and mark out the high of the Asian session. Want to mark out the low of the Asian session. Now in this scenario, this is the high and the low of the Asian session. Okay, now you might be asking, what will I be doing with this? It's very simple. If you can understand this, believe me guys, your trading is going to change for life. All right, please, the only thing you can do for me now is to smash the like button and to leave a comment below. All right, now looking at this, now we see what price have done so far. Now there's what's called measured move, and most of these moves happen during the Asian session. They actually happen in all sessions, but in the Asian session there is what's called every pair has its own particular unique move. Right, for instance, some pair move 20 pips in the Asian session maximum, some move 30 pips maximums, and so on. Right, so you need to understand how this thing works so that you know when and when not to enter a trade. Okay, so you've noticed that whenever you whenever you open your chart and you are in the London session, you've noticed that something like this actually happened, right? Manipulation, price comes here and price comes there, and finally you see price reverses this way, right? Now this is what I want to teach you today. Are you excited? If you are excited, can you please leave me with a like right now? Yes, also with a comment. Thank you so much. Also help yourself by subscribing in case you are new. Okay, good. Now what just happened now is the perfect way the price move. Now I'm going to show you in the rechart in a moment, but before then let me explain to you right now what this is all about. Now we've seen that this is the Asian session, and let's assume that the London session just opened here. We are going to assume that London session just opened here now. Okay, we are going to use this as a London session open. Let's make that green. All right, so now what this is going to do to us is this. It's very simple. We need to understand how this works. So we're going to say, all right, come on, we're going to say these are Asian session, right? And this is a London session. London session, right? Good. All right, these are London session, and this is our Asian session. Okay, now I want to show you something. Make sure that you are paying close attention. Now, as price trades in the Asian session, what they are trying to do is just to entice people. Just imagine this move now. This move will actually entice a lot of people. Now we are done with the Asian area. Now what price successfully did is that price successfully created liquidity around these areas. Liquidity around these areas, right? What they want to do is they know that they're actually going to come and take out this liquidity, and they will also come and take out this liquidity. Now what they are doing is just to entice us to either be to take a buy or to take a sell. But what they want to do, they have the area where they want the price to go is already in their mind. All right, so this is why you need to understand how the banks operate so that your trading will actually change. You get it? Thumbs up again. Thumbs up. Thank you so much. Okay, so remember that before this London session opened, there is something that also happened here now, which is within this area here. Something happened there, and we're going to assume that this is the pre-London session open. And what actually happened there is that they enticed us to take a buy, right? They enticed us to take a buy. Take note, they enticed us to take a buy, and price, while we took a buy there, price actually mitigated this other block. Even as a smart money trader, you can be manipulated. So it's beyond smart money, is beyond knowing what other blocks is, liquidity is, fair value gap is. Just name them, name the concept, right? Smart money trading is beyond that. There are lots of secrets that you don't know, that many people don't share with you on the YouTube channel. You think they're actually sharing them with you. It's not actually the full truth. All right, believe me when I tell you that. I know many people wouldn't like me for telling you this. Even some of you watching this video might be angry. Are you really angry? You can't be angry because I'm giving you value, right? So thumbs up for that again. All right, so now we see that this area was mitigated, and what it seems that this is selling, right? So we're going to assume that, all right, we're moving the sell. So we're even going to put in more positions here. Yeah, we're going to put in more positions here. And what happened? Boom, it reversed. Take note. I want to take note of that. And what the price reversed to do to grab liquidity off of this area. Remember that the liquidity that was grabbed here was formed during the Asian session. Take note of that. So it was formed during the Asian session. So what they did is, now liquidity have been successfully taken out. So what they will do now is price will run to the downside to do what? To take out liquidities lying here again. You see it? So if you are buying, for instance, you bought, let's assume that you bought as you saw price, it looked enticing, you saw price, and boom, it reversed again. You say, oh my, and you see the massive push down. You say it's going to sell, boom, you take a sell, and you see, boom, finally it pushed up. It took you out while you were buying, it took you out while you were selling. Take note, price is not done yet. Now those who are trading support and resistance strategy, they are going to take this as a resistance, and they are going to say, okay, once price gets here, I'm going to sell. So immediately price got here, they sold, but what happened? Price still went up to take out the stops, right? So all these manipulations that the banks do. Now it did not just end there, and those who are waiting for break and retest traders, they will say, oh wonderful, this is a wonderful setup, I'm going to wait for a break and a retest, a break and a retest, a break and a retest. So what happened? Price breaks through, and as it retested, they are going to buy it, and boom, massively took everybody out. So what that means is liquidity was taken out, and sell side liquidity was taken out as well, right? So the trap here is that they are going to trap you to buy and to sell. So how then can you be able to how then can you be able to work against the banks? How then will you be able to be in the favor of the real intentions of the bank? Now remember, this is the part 1. All right, I'm going to reveal the part 2 to you. The part 2, I'm going to make a part 2 on this particular video. All right, now we've seen that this has actually happened. So what happened next? What happened next is price came down, took out everything, mitigated this order block, and what happened? Price reversed to the upside before the New York session opened. You see that? So this happens almost every single time of the day. It might not happen every day. There are times that the two sides will not be taken out immediately. Now in those cases, what should you do? Well, I'm not going to tell you that in this video today, so maybe some other time I'm going to show you what you might do. Okay, so let's keep it simple. Okay, so let's go to the main chart. So we're going to use a random let's start from here. This is not a good example. Everything I'm showing here now might not be a perfect example, but let's just start from here. I just want you to get the idea, so that I repeat again, if you want to see this indicator, you want to know the exact indicator, ensure that you leave a like. Once we hit 100 likes and 50 comments, first 100 likes and first 50 comments, I'm going to share this with you in the video description. All right, so let's go. Now you see, for instance, this was a New York session, okay, and what happened to price? Price traded into the Asian session, and you see, boom. Then this is the pre-London session open. Take note, this is the pre-London session open, and let me take this out so I can see. Pre-London session open. I want you to take note of this. Why the pre-London session open? If you take note, you can see that the Asian high were taken out. Boom. Can you see that? The Asian high were taken out by this wick. I guess you can you see it? Hope you can see it clearly. So what happened now? Price traded into the Asian session again. That's where the Asian range again, and went back. Take note, it went back, it came, It first came down, it went back, it came down again, it went up, came down again, went up, and finally it dropped. Now, it's a simple concept and it's something you can understand. I wish I can, I wish, well, let's leave that, okay? Let's proceed. Now, take note, I said you mark the Asian high, you mark the Asian low. We've identified the Asian high and the Asian low, right? High and low. Now, what happened? You see, first price went up, took out the Asian high, price traded above it in the whole of almost the whole of the day, except for what's it called now? Except for, come on, tell me now. Okay, except for the New York session, good. And price rallied down, boom, took out the Asian low. You see what price did here, right? And blast through it just to take out the liquidity that are below here. You get it? So you see that is a simple concept that even you can understand. All right, so I'm going to show you another example. Now, the easiest way, you can actually draw the Asian ranges yourself, but to make it very simple and very clean, you can use this indicator. Okay, remember, 100 likes, 50 comments, and you get it. Okay, so this is another one. Let's assume that these are Asian high. We've marked it. I just want to show you something. Thank you, Jesus. Good. Right? So what happened to price is very, very simple. We see that this is the pre-London session open. And tell me again what happens in the pre-London session open. I'm waiting. Tell me now. Yeah, I guess some of you didn't get it. Some of you didn't get it right. Manipulations. This pre-London session manipulation. Boom. Right? What price just did is just to entice a lot of buyers. They will be enticed and their stop loss will be below here. And what happened? See the massive push down. Boom. This took out the lows. Now the lows have been taken out. So what we expect that this high should be taken out, because it happens every single day. All right, the low, except for a day that this trend is very, very strong. Right, like when I mean strong, I mean very, very strong. All right. Now what happened? Price came out, traded into it, came out again, traded into it, came out again, and finally during the New York session, what happened? Massive push. You can find them all the time in the chart. Now we see liquidity was taken out. The high of Asia, New York, was taken out during the Asian session. And what happened? Look at what happened. Remember, this is the Asian high. Take note. And this is the Asian low. Can you even see what I'm sharing with you now? In fact, in case you want more secrets on this, believe me, just once I'm able, if I can be getting support from you guys for my video, let's say you watch my videos, leave likes, you comment, you share the videos, more secrets will be rolling in. Believe me when I say that. I'm doing this because the last video did very well, so I decided to share a top secret with you guys. All right, so what happened to price here? Let's analyze this together once again. Oh no. Okay, we can find it here. All right, what happened to price is very simple. We can see that price traded out of the Asian session, went up, came down to do what? To take our liquidity, right? To take our liquidity. And what happened next? Price went back up to do what again? To take our liquidity, and finally it fell. Can you really see that, guys? So that's it, guys. Make sure you like the video, smash this subscribe button, and leave a comment 100 likes, 50 comments, then we are good to go. Thank you so much. Watch the videos on the end screen. Want to be receiving more secrets? Ensure you subscribe and watch my videos. More so, you want to join the FXTD Academy? The link is in the video description. Signals are not exempted. God bless you.